Arsenal fans need to start respecting Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus again. I've seen too many Arsenal fans criticising the two signings we got from Manchester City. And I just find that baffling, considering how they changed our season, how they've come into the side and changed the trajectory of the club. We must remember, without Zinchenko, without Gabriel Jesus, we would never be on this journey. For me, they will forever be a landmark and have history when we look back on Arteta's tenure at Arsenal. They came when we just finished 5th, missed out on Champions League football. Gabriel Jesus himself had teams such as Spurs and Chelsea interested in him. And at the time, they were Champions League clubs. And it was very easy for him to go there. Zinchenko as well had the interest of Champions League clubs, but they both chose to come and play for Arsenal. And all of a sudden, people think they're scrubs just because we're in a rich vein of form, just because we're playing beautiful football without the two in the side. It doesn't mean we can just say they need to go, they need to be sold, because they've still got a big part to play in our team. And they'll forever have a big part to play as long as Arteta is manager. They're such crucial cogs to the team. Even this season, when both have been out injured, the games in which they have played, they've just looked fantastic. Gabriel Jesus in the Champions League, I think he's probably been one of our best performers in that competition. The goals he's scoring, the clinical nature of him, it is just brilliant to see. And although Kai Havertz himself is wonderful, great form as the number 9 at the minute and deserves to keep his place, Gabriel Jesus must just not be forgotten. He can still get into this side. He can still play in multiple games this season. The same goes for Zinchenko, Kivior, Timber, Tomiyasu. Yes, we've got a rich amount of options to play left back, but Zinchenko offers something different. His quality on the ball, I would say, is the best for a left back. Technically, he may even be the best on the ball at the club. And Kyle Walker, I remember an interview which he did. He said Zinchenko is the best technically at Manchester City. This is the same Manchester City with Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, all of these technical players like Phil Foden. And Kyle Walker said Zinchenko, you cannot replace a weapon like that. And I just find it really disrespectful that we even feel like we can criticise players of Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus' quality. And yes, it is annoying that they're injury prone this season. They're missing games. Even last season, Gabriel Jesus had a really tough time. But again, that is no excuse to say they need to not ever come back into this side. The top teams in the world have multiple options, players that can play in different positions, play against different opposition. And that's what Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus give us. Me personally, I cannot wait for both to be back in the lineup playing. Against Sheffield United, for an example, Gabriel Jesus came on the pitch. He looked really nice on the ball, and you'd have thought we would be happy to see him on the pitch, happy to see him doing what he does best. Although he did miss opportunities, it was great to see him in and around those areas and just showing that quality he has. But instead, Arsenal fans already saying it's nonsense the way he came onto the pitch. He needs to shoot. Havertz is so clear of this guy. Sell him. Like, he's so reactionary. I think just overall, we need to realise that good form of other players doesn't mean we have to sell players that used to be in the side. Like I said, I'll forever be grateful to Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. They will forever be remembered as the clogs that really started this Arteta era, got us into our first title charge in, 6 years. And, I can't ever have any anger towards them. Even if they're injury prone, even if they make mistakes like Zinchenko did last season, Gabriel Jesus just not being fit as much as we'd want last season. So I hope this video just reminds you as Arsenal fans that have maybe looked at Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, just been like, these guys need to be sold because they're quality players. They've got to be playing for this club, even if it's in a minor role, a major role going forward. Anyway, that's it for now, Gunners. Please like, share and subscribe. Peace.